Okay, good morning everyone. And today you should have completed now your hot task for decimals, fractions and percentages this morning. And as part of your starter also, you should have completed your cold task for the measures and calculations of perimeter and area, which is again year 5 version and a year 6 version. So that should all be sorted. Okay, so this morning, starting off with what is perimeter? Can anyone tell me what is perimeter? Yeah.
It's the outside of a shape.
Okay, yeah, the outside of a shape. You agreeing? Yeah. What to do with the outside of the shape? What to do with the outside of the shape?
I'm not sure, but is it like what size?
Something to do with size? Yeah. Okay. Good on
So
me.
basically, 1 square would mean 1 centimetre, and you count them
Okay.
long.
So you'd have to count the way along.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well done. So let's take a look at it. So perimeter is a measurement of the total distance around the edge of a shape. Okay, so the perimeter is the sum of all of that distances, all those distances put together, sum meaning adding up. Okay, so here on the diagram we've got a 4 by 4 square. Obviously this is a regular pentagon, so we've got each polygon, we've got 4 centimetres around each side. That's nice and easy to calculate. So that would be 4, add 4, add 4, add 4, which would make a total perimeter of 16. Excellent. And of course then here we've got a slightly different one. We've got an irregular polygon, so here each side is a different length. So we've got 3 and 2 and 4 and 3 and 7 and 5, which we all add up. Okay, so you have to go start from one side. This diagram on the next page of the slides gives us a top tip of how to calculate. It says put a big blob in one corner. So if you pop a blob in one corner of your shape, and then you start off going around in a clockwise direction. That way you'll make sure that you get every single edge in your calculation. So for example, this blob starts here, so we're going in to the right in clockwise direction. We're going across 10 centimetres, and then 4 centimetres, and 3 centimetres, and then another 4 centimetres. So that would be 10, add 4, add 3, add 4, which is a total of 21 centimetres. Okay, now we're going to look at some examples together. Here is a shape at the top here, and each square is a centimetre length. So you can have a go at drawing this to scale. For those people at home, on the end of your resource sheet, you'll have some squared paper. So you can do this again at home, or you can draw some squares. Okay, so you have to look at it and draw your 2 across, down, 1 across, down and down, across, down, across the bottom and up. So going the same way, starting from the blob. Okay, I would always look for the longest length first as a top tip. Okay, so if you'd like to pause the screen and have a go at that. Okay, great, welcome back. So you should have then drawn your shape, and then you can then count along how many squares that is. This one here is drawn for you. So we have a power cut. Okay, that's fine. So the green one on your screen, you can see is drawn for you. So you can then use your measuring tool, your ruler, and then measure across all the different lines. Oh, there we go, and then suddenly appears, all the way around, and then add up your totals. At the bottom of your the screen, there are 3 shapes, A, B and C. For this activity, you have to draw the shapes and then put them in order once you've added up all the perimeter, and then put them in order from the smallest to the largest to the greatest. So I'm going to actually demonstrate how to draw a shape on the board here, one of these. So I've got here my pen. We're going to have a go at shape B. So I'm going to start off thinking, well, which is the largest measurement here? I've got 12. Okay, so I'm looking at my grid here. So I've got to think about, I've got to fit in a length of 12 centimetres. So imagine these are centimetres squared. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 12, okay, so that allows me to fit one in here. So I'm going to start on putting an X marks the spot here. So that's going to be my bottom left-hand corner. Then I'm going to be counting, as I said, counting 12 across. 12, that's that point here, putting a little X. Then I'm going to be counting 5.5 centimetres up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Just there. I'm going to count 5 across. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to maintain that halfway mark. Okay, then I'm going to have to go down 2.5 centimetres. So that's half, and 1 and 2. There's my other mark. Okay. Now I haven't got a measurement for this distance going across, and I haven't got my measurement for the distance going up here, vertical. So what can I do there? Have a think about it. What can I do there as I draw my measurements together? I'm missing those measurements. What can I do there? Yes, what do you suggest?
So the line on the left, which you know that is 5.5 centimetres.
Yeah.
And the line on the right, going from up to down, is 2.5 centimetres. You can measure that 2.5 in that 5.5, which would be 3 centimetres. So you'd know that point over there on the right is 3
This bit here is
centimetres.
3. Okay, well done. So you've done a little calculation, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got, using the knowledge that you know, 5.5 centimetres, subtract 2.5 centimetres is 3 centimetres. So you know the difference between the two, it gives us that measurement there. Excellent. And that gives us a double whammy because we can check that. And also here we know this is 12 centimetres, we know this is 5 centimetres. So what should the distance be along here? This missing mark. Yes.
7 centimetres.
Because?
12 minus 5 is 7.
Excellent. Okay, so what is the total calculation of all of the whole perimeter? So we can then work out this is 12. So this was 3. What is the total calculation? What did we say that one was? 7. So we've got to do 12 add 5.5 add 2.5 add 7 add 3. What did you work it out to be? Sorry?
Isn't it 35 centimetres?
35 centimetres? Yeah, it is. Well done. So 35 centimetres. Sorry, let's write it again. 35 centimetres. Okay, that's a distance. Okay, so it's a distance all the way around as our perimeter. Okay, so your job is then to have a go practice at A and C for that, and then you can put them in order from the shortest to the longest. After you've done that, your follow-up tasks are chili challenges. We've got chili 1, where we've got our Farmer Giles' field, so similar activity, looking at some of those shapes and the perimeter around those regular shapes. Chili 2 has got some irregular shapes, and again, be careful because some of them have got some missing measurements, like we demonstrated in just now, and how to work them out. And then here for chili 3, also some more complex measurements to be made in those rectangular shapes. Okay, have fun today. Thank you very much.